Dictation will start after 5 seconds. Start. Delighted to be associated with the celebration of the 30th Foundation Day of the National Human Rights Commission. Congratulations to everyone in the National Human Commission for being guardians of the human rights of underprivileged and vulnerable sections of society. Appreciate NHRC for propagating philosophy that human rights nurture and blossom in a regime where there is rule of law and not law of ruler. It is a befitting recognition of NHRC dedicated efforts and high standards that NHRC India has retained its A status of accreditation with the Global Alliance of National Human Rights Institutions GANHRI for the fourth consecutive term. This indicates our nation's excellent track record as regards human rights. I convey my sincere compliments to Team NHRC under far-sighted leadership of Justice Arun Mishra for this stupendous achievement. I urge media to highlight the Commission's advisories in public domain prominently. This would go a long way in promoting the cause of human rights in the country. Human rights as a concept cannot be reckoned only in the narrow sense of preservation, personal liberty and dignity. These have to be understood in a much broader context. I recall Nelson Mandela's sane counsel: to deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. Freedom means the supremacy of human rights everywhere. We can have a more just, safe, and peaceful world only with universal respect for human rights. Series of governance, systematic reforms, and affirmative initiatives, particularly in the health and economic sectors, in recent years have spinally nurtured human rights. Inclusive growth that we are witnessing in ample measure is also antidotal to violation of human rights. Human rights protection assures a dignified life. This is reflected with about 400 million getting into banking network and over 200 million families benefiting out of free cooking gas connections. We must always be cognizant that violation of human rights and injustice anywhere is bound to diminish our such rights in some measure. Serious challenges to human rights arise primarily on account of the silent and voiceless existence of the majority of our citizens, which in fact is a topic that needs to be brought into sharper focus in the public limelight. When it comes to decimation of human rights, we must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. In such scenario, there is no option but to be proactive and we must interfere. Human rights are quintessential for flourishing democracy. Democratic values are of no significance in the absence of human rights. Nurturing of human rights is the nectar of dignity and dignified human existence. Flourishing of human rights generate a positive ecosystem that facilitates optimal utilization of human talent. It brings about holistic development, impactful evolution of transparent and accountable mechanism coupled with ease of governance has provided wholesome environment for flourishing of human rights. Human rights get compromised in the face of corruption. Poor and vulnerable are easy victims of this maniac. Continual onslaughts on corruption is a bright sign in this direction, and vulnerable sections are prime beneficiaries. Challenge to human rights emanate from several quarters, state and non-state actors, natural disasters, pandemics, famine, poverty, to name just few. Judicial steps and governmental initiatives have considerably contained these challenges to human rights. COVID pandemic was a grave challenge to human rights on the planet. Countries laying claim to robust health infrastructure collapsed. In our country, with vision and strategy affording all health and food, this minac was commendably contained. The pro-human rights foundational spirit of Indian culture is reflected in Brihad Arinka Upanishad, which states, "May everybody be happy, may everybody be free from diseases, may everybody see auspiciousness, may no one have sufferings." Culture of coexistence makes our world wonderful and worth living. Different species living in harmony is a mandate of nature that is being threatened by mankind. None can be permitted to violate the other's rights. We must discharge our duty under Article 51A G of our Constitutional that ordains every citizen to protect and improve the natural environment and to have compassion for living creatures. India fortunately has a robust and strong mechanism of human rights regulations both at the center and the state level. Appreciate National Human Rights Commission in inspiring and hand-holding state human rights commissions wherever it is required. Today's occasion presents us with an opportunity to introspect what has been done so far and what needs to be done for protection and promotion of human rights. Protection of human rights of vulnerable sections of the society is a shared responsibility and our constitutional essence. I urge every citizen to work for protection and promotion of human rights of others, as this is the safest guarantee of preservation of their human rights. I congratulate Justice Arun Mishra, all members, officials, and staff of NHRC for their devotional work. My best wishes to all of you. Thank you.